Y254. Imagine.
Okay. 3. Welcome to the Isaki. This is the Y254. I'm your host, Dominic George. We are starting with the Power Talk Show, and always with the PowerPoints so that we can have the discussion and we can talk about the things that matter. And remember, you can always keep in touch with me on my Facebook page and Instagram and Twitter. I am Dominic George. You can check out my YouTube channel and we can keep this conversation going. Also remember to check Y254 page, the e-circuit, and you can be able to keep in touch with what is happening on this channel. So you check e-circuit, where every Saturday from 8 to midday we have one of the best programs happening in Kenya. And let's start right away. So today we want to speak about beds. Okay, so they make or break your relationships. And what are these beds? Okay, I'm using an acronym of the word bed. You know how it goes, so you understand. So the first one is baggage. What are the baggage that you're coming with in a relationship? Where, understanding your family background, understanding your previous relationships, understanding your own background can help you understand how you are expecting yourself to behave in the new relationships you're going into. So this is the first B in the beds, the baggage. What are the baggage you're coming in with? Take, for example, if you're coming from a relationship or a family where you saw your dad beat up your mom, and you are a lady going into a relationship, what will happen is once you see maybe your boyfriend being confronting you, you start thinking in terms of, this is my father again, my father all over again. Maybe it's a previous relationship and your boyfriend or your girlfriend who cheated on you happened to do 1, 2, 3, 4 things which you are seeing in the new relationship. So you start thinking that it is the old relationships coming all over again. So you need to understand what are the baggage that you are coming with and that you need to let go of. Usually we say there is a difference between baggage and luggage. Baggage is bad, luggage is good. Luggage is experience. Luggage is the lessons you have learned, and that is good. But baggage is going to pull you down. So the first B is on baggage. Number 2, expectations. There are many people coming with expectations into a new relationship, and sometimes these expectations are fantasy. The most fantastic, if I can say, of expectations is she will make me happy or he will make me happy. This is one of the biggest wrong expectations, because happiness is your responsibility. That is asking something too much from a person to make you happy. So what are the expectations that you're coming in, you're getting into a relationship with? And ask yourself, are these expectations realistic? Are they something that you watch in some movie, right? Is it something that is true? So what are your expectations that you're bringing into a relationship? Number 4, distractions. There are so many distractions today that sometimes challenge one's commitment. The capacity to be committed into a relationship is somehow equivalent or equal to the amount of distractions you allow into that relationship. Pornography is a distraction. The multiple sexual relationships are a distraction. The capacity to look into one person and say, I want to be committed into this person, is what removes this distraction. So I have made a decision to be committed to this person. What are the voices that you listen to that kind of take you away from the relationship that you want to commit yourself into? And the last one is spirituality. Now, this is not so much to do with religion, but it's part of it. I have seen some relationships not work because of basically people did not share the religion, or maybe you or faith, or even Christian denomination, and you somehow could not agree. That's part of it, but it's greater than it. Spirituality is more of the values that you identify with. There was a situation I remember where the lady was committed and she believed in in sex until marriage. There's no sex until marriage. And the boyfriend was like, no, I don't believe in that. All right. So this is what you call spirituality. This relationship ended up breaking because these were two different positions. So what do you have a similarity of spirituality? Do you believe when you speak about things like marriage, like long-term relationships, like the place of in-laws in your relationships, do you have similar places where you agree with and you are able to say, yes, this is points of reference that we can be able to agree on? So a similar, or a spirituality or a framework of reference that helps you to understand what you believe in can help you even connect more with the person that you want to love. And always remember, love is desiring the best for the other. It's not, sometimes, as I have said in the previous discussions, it's not so much of the affections, it's not so much of the feeling, but it's so much of a choice and a state of life that you choose, and to wish and to desire the best for the person that you have chosen to love. And so before we go for a break now, let me go through that again. What are the beds that can make or break the love? Your relationships are the baggage that you come in, the expectation that you have in the relationships, the distraction that you allow, and the spirituality. And always remember, love is desiring. I have this guy I follow, he's called Prince Ear. I encourage you to check him out on either Facebook or Instagram. He's talking about love and relationships, and he's saying that today it is more of abuse. It's more of we use each other, we possess each other, and we think that is love. I am possessing you. I cannot even allow you to speak to somebody else. I want to see whom you're calling. I want to see your phone history, not because I trust you, but because there is a sense of ownership, of possession. And this is breaking so many of us. And we go into relationships we are not even prepared for. We do not have even the skills. Imagine, let me give an example. Someone wants to join a rugby team or any team. This person, if it is rugby, if it were me and I wanted to join a rugby team, they possibly would tell me I don't have the body mass to join a rugby team because my body doesn't have it, right? The second thing, if I have the body mass, I would need the skill to play rugby. And then from there, I need to know the art of working or playing in a team. So there are 3 steps that you need: the capacity as a person, then the skill, and then the capacity to work in a team. This works anywhere, all right? So are you accumulating those values that will help you to negotiate and to understand how it is to work in a relationship? The faithfulness, the commitment, the empathy, the listening skills. You have to have them way before you go into a relationship. You have to learn the art of being faithful way before you're in a relationship. And you've got to think about this if you want to have meaningful relationships and not just 1-2 weeks or 1 year and then you're into a new one. Because the more you are into multiple relationships, the less you are able to commit into one. This is Dominic George, the Power Talk Show. I hope I've given you some life tips for 2018 to make your 2018 way better. Don't go away, we're going to have a short break, and when we come back, I'll be speaking to a marriage therapist and some of the things that can help you live your relationships better. Break now.